Pascal. You are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild, Haitian in the building, so original. Got the haters catching feelings. Get your hands up to the ceiling and keep them held high, cause St. Louis isn't ready. Forget about it, goodbye. Hold on, we just saying hi. Five somebody, rise up weekdays. Catch us live, somebody, let's go.
Good morning. Good afternoon and good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Pascal Show. We got a lot of things to talk about. Not a lot, but just one thing, and it's pretty wild. Hamburger. Hamburger indeed. Oh my word. I don't even know what to say about this. We got some things we got to talk about. Okay, and I still have to, man, I got a lot of things to say. Okay? A lot of things. I got conflicting sides of me saying certain things and thinking certain things. Like I said, there's a lot to talk about. We are in the pop culture realm today, or at least in this particular show, and we have got to talk about this. I'm surprised, and I will say this. I'm surprised but not surprised, and I'll explain in a little bit, but I will say this. This woman about to break the internet. When this interview drops, she about to break the internet. That is it. That is it. Whether it's true or not, let me just say that too. Let me add that into the conversation here really quick. Whether this is true or not, which I'm still wondering, is this true? Is this really, really true? I got questions, guys. And I also got to say this too, you know, Will's having a bad couple months, y'all. I'm just going to say it too. I'm going to keep it real. I got a lot of things going on in my mind with this particular topic, this particular situation here. And I got some opinions, obviously. I was going to do this as a pop-up video, but I was like, nah, we need to talk about this. We need to discuss this as a fam and talk about this because there's a lot to dissect here. There's a lot to go into, and we're going to get into that in just a minute. If you guys can please do me a favor, though, hit that like button down below. Please and thank you as you're watching. If you're watching on Facebook, if you're watching on YouTube, hit that like button down below. Hit that reaction button if you're watching on Facebook, of course. And for those of y'all who are new to the party on both platforms, hit that subscribe button on YouTube and hit that follow button on my Facebook page. Okay. And of course, please be sure, because both platforms have this, make sure you have your notification bell set to all or turn it on so that you know whenever I go live, whenever I upload and all that. Because honestly, it seems like a lot of people are not getting the content that I'm putting out. Okay. So just make sure if you have it on, turn it off and turn it back on. Okay. So that you know whenever I go live or whenever I upload. All right. That'll be greatly, greatly appreciated. Okay. And like I said, I talk about everything on this channel. Okay. Nothing is not looked at. All right. We talk about everything. Pop culture, trending news, true crime, a little bit of politics sometimes, only sometimes. But we have really great discussions every single time. Okay. So let's get into this, guys. Okay. Again, happy morning to you guys. Happy Tuesday. Real talk. I hope it's a beautiful one for you guys, as you guys all deserve an amazing day. We all deserve some good things, right? Every single day. At least have that one positive thing that we lean towards, right? Or at least look forward to during the day. But it's been a couple tough months actually for Will Smith. Let's keep it real. It's been a tough time for Will Smith. Okay. And not only did we, have we talked about obviously we've covered the slap, we have covered the entanglements. Actually, and this is not in chronological order, okay, guys? But we've talked about the slap. We've talked about the entanglements. We've talked about even Jada Pinkett Smith's book, Worthy, okay? At great lengths, at at exhaustion. Okay, we have exhausted those topics and those conversations. Honestly, I thought we were done. I thought we were done for a while until Will gets a new movie out, or maybe he goes back into the hip hop game, drops a new single or something like that. I was kind of thinking that we were done here. Honest to God, I thought we were actually done. But then, out of nowhere, if you don't know who Tasha K is, and I'm going to say this too, because I have not uttered her name on this platform specifically in years. I think it's been a long time since I've mentioned Tasha K's name. But Tasha K is a very successful YouTuber that has had a lot of run-ins with celebrities. Okay, in fact, Aura is looking to sue Tasha K right now because I guess she leaked some documents that were not supposed to be leaked. He feels some type of way about this. He's still in prison. Okay, he's still locked up, but at the same time, he feels some type of way about it. So even that story came out yesterday, or within the last few days, within the last few hours. Okay, now this is just, again, absolutely crazy stuff, but she's been known to poke the sleeping bear, or poke the sleeping celebrity bear. We already knew about this Cardi B ish that went down with Cardi B. She lost that lawsuit. She owes Cardi B in upwards of $4 million and more. I'm rounding down, okay? But she owes that woman a whole lot of quiche. So she's known for her subscribers and her following and all that. And hey, listen, she does what she does. She's successful at what she does. She gets these huge interviews with a lot of celebrities and people that know celebrities and all that as well. And so, hey, I'm not here to hate on the game or anything of that sort. I'm just here to give you guys the information surrounding Tasha K herself. She's just had a few run-ins with celebrities, and it's not been good, at least with Cardi B. But now we got R. Kelly wanting to go after her as well, which is not good. And hopefully it doesn't turn out to be something bad for her. Let's just be real, okay? Because at the end of the day, a lot of celebrities are looking at this and saying, oh, okay, I can go after, if Cardi B was successful with this YouTuber, then I can go after this other YouTuber that's defaming my name, right? It's talking ill on my name, so on and so forth. So that's one thing that I get nervous about, especially with the future of content creators on this platform and on many other platforms, okay? But I digress, guys. The reason why I'm bringing up Tasha K is because Tasha K had an interview with a man by the name of, well, he goes by Brother Bilaal, okay? She had a very exclusive interview with this guy. And in this interview, he goes on to say some really wild, shocking, very shocking like he says some very shocking things about Will Smith himself. Okay. Now, Will Smith himself and another actor. And the thing is that there has been for lack of a better way of saying it, there have been rumors circulating out here in these streets for a very, very long time about Will Smith and his possible alternative lifestyle that is hidden, is not out here in the public for everyone to see. This is something that this is his own private life. This is what he does on his own time. Obviously, there's been a lot of speculation on reasons why the relationship that Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith have is they've been apart for 7 years because of And again, there have been rumors and speculations, people out here conspirizing, okay, with no proof thus far that he's out here and she is basically his beard. And if you don't know what beard is, you know, that she out here fronting as the wife, but he's actually out here, you know, really on the DL with other men. Okay. These are the rumors that have been out here for a very long time, way before the slap, way before entanglement, way before any of these books came out. This is what has been percolating in these streets for a very, very long time. But now this assistant, this guy, Bilaal, Brother Bilaal, okay, who claims to be the ex-assistant / now ex-friend of Will Smith, says some really shocking details of catching Will Smith and another actor in very compromising positions. The other actor happens to be male as well. His name is Duane Martin. Let me pull up this photo so that you guys can have a reference at least before we get into all of this. Okay. This is tough. This is the tough one. Okay. But this is Duane Martin. Duane Martin, obviously you already know who Will Smith is. I mean, if you've been following this show, if you've been on this platform for a very long time, you know exactly who both of these, or you at least know who Will Smith is. There he is, chilling in the cut with Duane Martin. Okay, his arm around him, they're boys, all that. There have been rumors and stories about Duane Martin destroying relationships, destroying other couples' marriages because of his wayward ways. And of course, there's been speculation of him breaking and being the home wrecker, like stealing. He's like Mr. Steal Your Man in a way. All right. So I digress again. But now you've seen Duane Martin, you know Will Smith, so you see the face. He's also an actor as well, just so you guys know. All right. He's been in a bunch of sitcoms, a couple movies, all that. I think he was on Above the Rim. There's a sitcom he was on called All of Us. Okay. And that's important because that's going to come back here in a little bit, because we are going to be doing a little bit of a deep dive into this story. Okay. Now, Power of Woman. Let me just say this. That's the speculation. No one's really said, oh, the reason why this, and this happened is because of this, and this. But I do know that Tasha Campbell, okay, Gina from Martin, if you guys don't know, was married to Duane Martin for a little while. And then they parted ways. Why? Well, I think it was because of his wayward ways. And also, again, this is a very bad, this is not so good. Okay. His track record isn't great. Duane Martin. It seems like his track record is very bad. Okay. He happens to get real chummy with other fellas. They become very close, very friendly friends, best of friends. And then next thing you know, wifey ain't hanging out as much with the husband because now the husband's hanging out with Duane Martin type thing. Okay. We're going to be hearing this from another actress that worked closely with Duane Martin. And she's going to tell the same story of her basically her husband being taken away from her by Duane Martin. It's pretty crazy. Okay. Pretty crazy. All right. And this is, like I said, I don't know. This is the reason why I'm pulling out all this stuff. We're going to be doing a deep dive here in a second. I know I'm a little bit all over the place. I'm just trying to make sense of this now, give you guys a little bit of a foundation. But again, there have been rumors of Duane Martin and Will Smith for decades. Okay. And if you guys don't know about this, then, obviously, understandably, you haven't been occupying your time with this information. But at the same time, just so you know, this is a rumor that has been percolating for a while. Now, the reason why I say this information is because of this interview that was done with Brother Bilaal, okay, and Tasha K. I mean, again, it is some really crazy stuff, which we are going to be getting into. I'm going to try to play a little bit of a clip from this. I can't play the whole thing because I don't want to get hit with anything and all that. But at the same time, you hear these things from this guy, and he is really close to Will Smith, or at least he was. At least he was. And it makes you wonder, is this the words coming from someone who... You wonder what the intentions are behind the information that he's putting out here. He talks about Will Smith's manhood and how Jada needs some real man. Okay, if you get what I'm saying. He talks about all kinds of stuff and also catching Will and Duane Martin making the beast with two backs. Yes, I said it. Shakespearean term. It means the hibbity dibbity. Okay, but let me share with you guys this article, because again, there's a lot that I can't say in the teaser, and I have a feeling I really think that Tasha K is going to break the internet with this interview, because whether it's true or not, I'm going to say it. Whether it is true or not, she's going to break the internet, because this is this guy telling the story. We can't blame the messenger, right? All right, but he literally said he said it was like a murder scene. Like I'm gonna okay. We're gonna get into it. Okay. So it says Will Smith's former assistant, Brother Bilaal, hopefully I'm saying his name right, made some shocking claims about the Hollywood actor during an interview with Tasha K. So he claimed he caught Will and Duane Martin in a compromising position. This is quotes from the actual clips. Says, I opened the door to Duane's dressing room, and that's when I see Duane having, I gotta say, AS with Will. There was a couch, and Will was bent over the couch, and Duane was standing up, killing him, murdering him. It was murder in there, he said. Like, he straight up, okay. We got to take a minute, because like, even hearing that, because I'm going to share a tiny clip. Most likely I'm going to be just playing the audio. Okay. Because I got to be careful out here in these internet streets. And I recommend you guys just going and checking out the clip. It's literally a little over 2 minutes, 2.5, something like minutes long. All right, it's not too long, because he says a lot in this teaser, but it's a teaser, and my lord, but you can see on Tasha K's face, just getting her mind is blown. Okay. Like, this dude saying so much stuff, like it's about to just blow her wig off. Like, just boom, blown. Okay. Just absolutely blown. All right. Now, and I know she's not wearing a wig, it's an expression. All right. But still, he says he walked in on them, seeing them doing the hibbity dibbity. Okay. He said in it. UK strains. Yeah. Yeah, that killed me too. I literally I'm sorry. I started laughing because I was like, yo, why would he go into this why would he go into such detail like that? Why was Duane Martin that angry? You know what I'm saying? Was he really that angry? Damn. killing him? Really? Damn. He said it was, yeah. Murder, she wrote, murder. I'm like, okay. So let's move on to the next part. Because he even goes in this interview, Bilaal seemed also to allude to the size of Will's manhood. All right. And I mean, literally, he even talked about, he said the baby leg. He said the he said the baby leg. He said if a woman if a woman is used to something to the size of a baby leg, and you come in with a pinky toe, why? Why is this dude like this? There is nothing you're gonna do to please her. If she's itching for that baby leg, she want that baby leg. He said, referencing to Jada Pinkett Smith. So I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh. But literally, for real, is this real? Is this for real? I heard it myself. I heard it with the words coming out of his mouth, and I'm like, how can Tasha K keep a straight face with this conversation? I'd be laughing. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be mean, okay? But literally now the dude is saying that the man got a pinky toe and she needs that baby leg. I'm sorry. I mean, to me, it sounds like this is a disgruntled employee that's mad as hell. And also, let's not forget, he also has a book that he's trying to promote too, called Will Smith, The Demonic Circle. Literally, he got a book coming out talking about how evil Will Smith is. This for real? Okay. Now, so I'm going to play a little bit of this because we're going to be doing a deep dive, like going kind of, because I did a deep dive this morning. I woke up this morning and I'm like, I saw all this and I'm like, what? What? But then I saw the interview, like the actual clips, and I'm like, nah, bro, nah, I think this guy's lying. I think this dude cap. That's what I think. Okay. Because why would he go out of his way? And I said this earlier. Okay. I said I was going to address this. This isn't his first interview either. He did an interview 3 weeks ago with Comedy Hype. He was sitting there chopping it up with them, promoting his book, talking about Willie Smith and Jada up in this biznai, jumping on the bandwagon in the wave of the whole worthy book, talking about their relationship and the things that happened after the slap and all that. He talking about some crazy like Illuminati stuff, etc. So I'm looking at this and I'm going, for real? Like, for real? Is he really exposing anything, or is this just all lies because he either got let go or he got fired or he just straight up quit, or there was some sort of altercation between him and Will? Because even in the interview, there's a clip that he says, there was a moment when instead of it being me being friends with Will became my friend. Instead of Will being my friend, I became his friend. That's what he says in the interview, or at least in the teaser. And in my mind, I'm going, okay, you are really, I got to do pushback because I don't believe it. I don't. Because you go all the way out of your way to talk about the size of his manhood now. Now I feel like you're just going out here just trying to, like a smear campaign. You have a book coming out about talking about the demonic circle. Hold on, let me make sure I have that up. I need you to see it. It's proof positive. Okay. Yep. Let me just download this really quick, and then I'm gonna pull it up so that you guys can see this for yourselves. Because again, this is really what he's out here trying to promote. Let's keep it a buck. Blam! He's out here trying to promote this. And hold on. Let's take a look at this. And he's been out here. He has on his Instagram, it's insane. I'm going to pull up his Instagram here in a second, but let's take a look at this. This is the book. So right now he's been in the middle of trying to put this out. All right. Says here, Brother Bilaal was Will Smith's assistant for several years and friend of almost 4 decades. And for the first time ever, here's some of the most shocking details revealed from within. This is the book that he is putting out. So when I see that there's a book on top of all this stuff, okay, it's almost as if he's trying to do the been apart for 7 years. Yep, we've been divorced. Think about it, guys. And if Tasha K is not referencing this book in this interview, I would be shocked. But I guarantee you, one of the other ways that Tasha K was able to get him on the show, and I'm sure he reached out to her, okay? But I'm sure within their agreement, it is, please promote this book. Talk about this book, Tasha, please. Okay? Let's be real. So when I hear something like this, I go, this is a lie. These are all lies. Now he's sitting here saying, we've been apart for 7 years. Yeah, sure. He's been an assistant to the stars. He's been assistant to Will Smith for a very long time. That is very true. Let's take a look at his Instagram, for example. Okay, here's his Instagram. All right, but you can see Jamie Foxx in there. Okay, Method Man. We got all kind. Kevin Smith, Cedric the Entertainer, Will Smith, Nelly, Chadwick Boseman, Gabrielle Union. Okay. Tiffany Haddish. And he's on set and all these things. 50 Cent. Okay. Viola Davis. I mean, you look at Martin Lawrence. I mean, look at all these celebrities. So he's out here, okay? And honestly, he does mention in one of these videos, in this video to be more specific, that he is in the book. Want to know something funny? He's actually in the book. Like I said, I did my research today. He is in this doggone book. He is right up here. See this middle? He is right there. All the way to the side. And he does get a credit in the book. He gets a credit in the doggone book, y'all. Okay? He is in this book. And it says all the other names and Bilaal Salam. So yes, he is in this book. Okay? Real talk. It's pretty crazy. All right? So this is not like some dude that's out here just saying that he was friends to these people and it not being true. He actually has a history with Will Smith. He does. So a part of me feels like he's been screwed over so bad that now he wants to retaliate. Because it doesn't seem like it makes any sense. Now, let me play this audio for you guys. I'm only going to play a little bit of this audio because I want you guys to hear. I can't show you the video, but I like I said, please go and check out the full thing at your leisure. All right. But this is absolutely insane. And the other thing too is like, I just feel like I'm starting to feel like I feel bad. I feel bad for Will, man. I feel bad for Will with this whole situation, because it's all this stuff. And here's the other thing. If this is true, how is it his place to be exposing this stuff? This should be on Will's time. Now, let me tell you this too, because I understand, from what I'm understanding, it's not like Will's out here doing ill will, doing things against people's will, if you get what I'm saying. All right. He's not out here doing bad. And if there's an arrangement and an understanding between him and his wife, then that should stay exactly as such between him and his wife. Who is he to come out here and expose this information, if it's true or not? I want you to remember, this is a rumor that's been going on for decades. You don't think he already heard that rumor a million times before and now is pulling this out his butt so that he can, one, maybe take a dig at his former employer and also promote his book? Think about that for a second too. Maybe he's tearing a page out of Jada Pinkett's Bombshell, how to sell a book. Drop a bombshell piece of information. Yeah, we've been separated for 7 years. Yep. Not divorced on paper, but divorced in life. You remember all that. So again, we see this and I'm a little shocked. So I'm going to play this audio, use them ears. Okay. I'm not playing all of this. I'm just playing some snippets here. All right. But let's rock and roll. And then there's another thing. Like I said, we're going into some more because I know some of y'all are like, what's up with this Duane Martin thing? I'm going to explain a little bit of that as well. So stick around. We ain't done here. Please do me a favor. Okay. Do me that solid. All right. Do me that solid. Hit that like button down below. If you're watching on Facebook, hit that reaction button. If you're watching on YouTube, I would love to see it go past 300 likes. That would really, really mean a lot to me. Okay. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. All right. Let's get into this. Let's rock and freaking roll. All right.
Submission.
Who needs enemies when they got friends like you?
I agree. Sorry. I had to play that piece. Who needs enemies when you got friends like this guy, Bilaal? Because real talk, this is not his place to talk about any of this stuff. Real talk. It's not his place. I will say that. Let's continue.
I could tell you what goes on the inside. Everybody else is just speculation.
Somebody told me I made my pictures in the book.
Your picture's in the book and your name is in the book. So you're doing some real elegant pimp. I'm blowing you up.
I love that.
I'm blowing you up.
This is what Jada makes the new people do. And I ain't gonna say new, they probably been there after myself, right?
Hold on.
And then I've saw sexual acts that I walked in on.
Who'd you walk in on?
Him and Duane Martin.
Okay.
Yeah. Tasha K. Okay. I'm sorry you can't see this, but Tasha K is listening and really thrown off. And it's not every day that you see, to me, I don't watch a lot of Tasha K, but there's some interviews I've seen. Not a lot of time you see her just completely just thrown off. And the reaction she has here is, I'm just, oh my Lord. Let me just show you guys this. This is what she looks like. She's just like, oh Lord, oh my Lord. Yeah, I agree. I'd be thrown off. I'm thrown off, y'all. I'm thrown off. Okay, by all this. And I also am reacting in the, oh Lord, because I feel like this dude is lying, y'all. This dude is lying. All right. This is not true. He's trying to sell books, y'all.
Hollywood is the hurry up and wait game. So 3 minutes
True.
later, after them telling me, hey, you got eyes on Will, we need him to come watch this. So I'm running all over the studio. He's not in his dressing room. I go to the cafeteria. I'm like, but I see his car there. I'm like, where's this guy at? So now I'm holding Duane down too. So I have the keys to his dressing room. So I'm like, yo, and they're
Here we go.
I'm on walkie-talkie and they calling my cell phone. Yo, we need to get Will here. I'm like, yo, kind of fuck down. Like, I'm trying to find this. Like, this is unlike him, right? So, all right, I open the door to Duane's dressing room, and that's when I see Duane and having anal sex with Will.
Okay, I'm going to continue on. I'm just saying, like, bruh. Okay? Play a little bit of that.
Let me process that for a second.
Yeah, I needed to process that too when I heard that.
There was a couch, and Will was bent over on the couch, and Duane was standing up, killing him. Murder, like murder. It was.
I'm sorry. I'm interrupting this. I'm sorry. He just said, I'm sorry. Okay.
Killing him. Murder, like murder. It was murder in there.
Okay.
I'm sorry. It's I mean, it throws me off. Okay. And Tasha K has heard crazy stuff. Okay. She has heard crazy stuff. Her conversations get crazy. So for me, you know, her reaction is everything to me, because for her to be like, what? Oh my Lord. Oh my word. Okay. Let me process this. Clearly she shook, surprised, and maybe she's going, is this true? Man, this man must be on some chemicals. You know what I mean? He must have taken an edible before he came on here and said all this stuff. But real talk, this is not, he said like a straight killing him, like a murder scene. I mean, just murdering him. I'm just saying, it's a lot. That's a lot to hear. Okay. There's another piece though. And I know I read it in the article, but it's a lot easier when you hear it from the horse's mouth. So I'm going to play that little piece here too.
Years of our relationship, Will was not my friend. I was his friend. I was around before they had Trey. Jada was the woman that everybody wanted. And Will needed that validation to have that type of woman.
You saw her say that.
Okay. So he's like, let me repeat that one more time.
You see the hundreds of celebrities that I've done business with, done things with. And during the latter years of our relationship, Will was not my friend. I was his friend.
Will was not my friend. I was his friend. And of course, it's like, all right, you're going to do everything you can to bringing clout, to show that proof positive, like, yo, I've known this man for a long time. And I mean, you can see it even in this photo. That's an old photo. Okay. That's an old photo. They've known each other for a long time, or at least known of each other for a long time. But then it goes, what makes you go out of your way to write a full-on book talking about some demonic circle thing, some weird, some weird secret society type of thing, right? And going, oh yeah, I was his assistant for 40 years and I did this, this, and this. And I get it that there are NDAs that they sign, that they're not supposed to, talk about anything, because let's be real. When it comes to an assistant knows everything about you, even the bad parts. If you got to take certain medication and you're not letting people know that you take that certain medication, the assistant knows. The assistant knows everything about your bank accounts, how your money goes, how long your money is, all that stuff. They know all your personal stuff because they are your personal assistant. They are the other half of you. It's basically a copy of you. So if there's something that you can't do, they have access to those things. Credit cards, bank statements, you name it. It's your personal assistant. Now, I get signing an NDA, but that doesn't stop a lot of people. NDAs are not as ironclad as people say that they are. Sure, you can sit there and send them, you can threaten them with lawyers and paperwork, but does that really stop people from squawking out here in these streets? Not really. Really, not really. So it is wild, mind-blowing to hear any of this stuff, especially from somebody that has allegedly known him for a long time. Again, This man is in this book. I just showed it to y'all. He's in the book. His photo is in the doggone book. This is somebody who Will at least respected enough to put in his own biography, his own autobiography. And then this guy goes out of his way to write a book. And now he's sitting here saying, yeah, I done seen Willie and Duane doing the nasty. That's absolutely insane. But at the end of the day, this is some guy who's trying to capitalize on the worthy autobiography train, the we've been separated for 7 years train. You see what I'm saying? It's trending, so I'm going to hop on it now. Oh, I got my book, by the way. And of course, I'm going to expose everything I can and show y'all the real side of Will Smith. But also check out my book. That's trash. Let me play some more of this. Again, this is in this video. All right, in this trailer, he's even talking about his manhood. Like I said, if it really was that serious, if it really was not about all of that, if it was really about exposing the truth, he wouldn't be talking about no manhood. That's just what I think. That I feel like that's a low blow. All right, that's just a low blow. Oh, he got a small penis, and that's why this, and no. Oh, he needs to hold on to her because that she's the epitome, the full embodiment of success and whatnot. No, I don't. No, like to me, this ain't equating right. This ain't mathing right, in my personal opinion. Let me play a little bit more though.
I was around before they had Trey. Jada was the woman that everybody wanted, and Will needed that validation to have that type of woman.
You saw her say that Will Smith had a small dick?
Oh, I am saying to you, if a woman is used to something the size of a baby leg and you come in with a pinky toe, there's nothing you can do to please her. You can buy her 80 cars, you can get her 80 private jets. If she's itching for that baby leg, she want that baby leg.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. If she want that baby leg, if she itching for that baby leg, she gonna get that baby leg. Let me just say this. I don't believe this at all. I really don't. I mean, still, no matter what, this interview with Tasha K is going to break the internet. Let's be real. It is. It's gonna have smashing numbers. The numbers are gonna be insane. I guarantee you that. All right, it's gonna be insane. But do I believe the hype? Nah, I don't. Trust me, if I really believed it, you'd know. I would be like, yo, this is crazy, bombshells, etc. But I don't think that this is entirely true. I just don't. And I'll ask you guys, do you believe this dude? I know that he's an assistant. He's been an assistant to Will Smith for many, many decades. At least that's what he says. But do you believe it? Do you believe the hype? Something about it, it feels like there's half truths, maybe, but not full truths. The whole Murder, She Wrote scene, okay? That I'm not believing. Just because of how he's exaggerating it, you know? I was like, oh, straight just destroying him. And I got to use these code words, you know what I'm saying? I got to hop around with this stuff, but you know what I'm saying? He was just destroying him, just absolutely destroyed, right? Okay. Why would you say all that? To me, I feel like he's trying to sell something. And I guarantee you 99.9% of it is about selling this particular book. He would not go on to an interview with Tasha K or on the Comedy Hype or any of these other places to talk about this if it wasn't for some sort of financial gain. I guarantee you that, okay? But let me put in a poll. Let's put in a poll. Get your ass to the poll. Let's see. Do you believe Okay. It's very simple. Okay. But I said, do you believe Brother Bilal's claims about Will Smith? Hell no or hell yeah. Very, very simple. Okay. Very, very simple. Let's see. I don't understand why this news. This is news to folks. Anything goes in Hollywood. This basically a requirement for making it in Hollywood. I mean, yeah, there's some stories about that for sure. Okay. I mean, I'm even hearing some story about some gold juice or something like that. People have been talking about that on the internet streets for the past week as well. I don't know. The girl from the Orange is the New Black was talking about how drinking this gold juice, will make you infamous and live forever and all this crap. Anyway, I don't know if it was a mental health issue with her or if she's actually telling the truth, but people talking about all the shady dealings you have to do just to make it or become a name in Hollywood. And it's scary to think that that is even true. Okay. Or it's scary. Yeah. It's scary to think that could even possibly be true. Okay. But but this is insane, okay? Because he's out here saying this stuff, and listen. I get it. There's some really crazy things out here that people will do. There's a lot of dudes out here, a lot of people out here that are on the DL, okay? A lot of men, a lot of women on the DL. Plenty, okay? There's a lot of craziness going on. It does make you wonder. They're still together. Will and Jada, they're still together, but they're not really still together because he wanted to do his thing and she wanted to do her thing. So they parted ways. Now, does that have to do with him wanting to dabble on the other side of the fence? I don't know. But like I've said before, that's their business. That's their business. Now, if they put it in a book or if they go sit down in an interview and expose everything like we haven't been together really in 7 years, then damn right, everybody's going to be up in arms and have something to say about it. Everyone is going to join the group chat. Let's keep it real. Okay? Let's keep it real. But at the same time, he jumped onto this interview. He was on another interview as well, weeks before Comedy Hype. I'll even show you that as well. Not the video, not the full video, but I mean just show you the interview itself. And this is him on Comedy Hype. Same dude, different conversation. Or same dude, just a different interviewer, same conversation, and he's, the assistant speaks out. And again, he's in this B promoting his book as well. Maybe it's in here. Maybe I can find it. It's somewhere in here. Ah, well, it's somewhere in here. But yes, even in this interview, he's promoting his book. Okay. And this came out 3 weeks ago. And remember, 3 weeks ago, we were all talking about Jada. We were talking about Will Smith. We were talking about the book. We were talking about all the crazy stuff that went down. Real talk. Okay. All the stuff that went down revolving around that book and the fact that they hadn't been together for 7 years. That was a huge bombshell. And of course, that sold the hell out of books. People went, even myself, I ran and got the book because I was like, I need to read this book. And then we read it and then we talked about it. But is this guy really exposing the truth or not? And so right now I mean, keep voting, but it's almost about 50-50 between you guys, with you guys. Okay. It's polarizing. Everybody, we can't make a decision, I'm sure, on what to believe, right? Because this is insane. But I will say this too. Let me go back to the conversation. Okay. And the conversation is this. Let us not forget. Let us not forget about, sorry, I'm just pulling up this photo, about Will Smith and Duane Martin. Let me just say this again. Duane and Will, the rumor has been percolating out here in these streets for years, multiple years, okay? Decades, to be completely honest. It just feels like that. But yeah, it's been decades. People have been talking about this for a long time, okay? About them, being romantically involved with each other. They're on the DL with each other, all that stuff. That has been a rumor for the longest time. You got a guy by the name of Bilaal doing these interviews and saying, hey, I caught them bumping uglies. Just destroying each other, right? He knows about this rumor, y'all. He knows about this rumor. He's been known about this rumor. So why, I mean, in his mind, if he doesn't give a damn, why wouldn't he go on to these interviews and just expose the truth or capitalize and double down on a rumor? Now, whether the rumor is true or not, I don't know. I'm not sitting here saying that I don't believe the rumor, but I do think that we have to side-eye what this man's motivations are and what his real intentions are when it comes to exposing this information about Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith's lifestyle. There's something financial for him, okay? Something financial. About that thug and love. Yeah, thug and love, okay? But he's using that opportunity to be like, yeah, it's like this is an old like urban legend, okay, or old rumor. But imagine like Richard Gere's assistant going on and yeah, he did use that gerbil. That gerbil really did go up his ear. You know what I'm saying? All those rumors that circulate around particular superstars. And their assistants just come out and go, yeah, that rumor is true. He did do this. But by my book, would you believe it? Would you instantly believe it? I feel like we have all now kind of been a little bit more wide awake, okay? Especially after the Jada book. I'm not sitting here saying that Jada's wrong and all that stuff. I'm not sitting here saying that the whole book is full of lies. I'm not saying that at all. But there's certain things that were being said in the book that she says out in public that aren't even matching up at all anymore. And then, of course, there's all this pushback because you're like, what you wrote in black and white, what you wrote in the book is not exactly what you're saying in real life right now, girl. So now we don't believe 90% of what you said in the book. And that's frustrating, at least for me. Okay. But then you got a dude out here. Now we got other people coming out with their books, like, trying to drop bombshells now. They're all trying to drop bombshells. Now you got this dude dropping this bombshell saying Duane and Will, you know what I'm saying? Just destroying each other. Okay. But it's also, but by my book. You know what I'm saying? So a part of me doesn't, the motivations. The intentions are not to, okay, I got to expose the truth because it's just that time. And it also, it's not like he's like, I'm a former lover and I'm here to expose the truth because I can't take it anymore. He's not saying that this man did any type of committed any kind of crimes. So why put out this information? Go back to the common denominator. It's because of the book. He's not committing any crimes, guys. He did not say this guy's out here just criming every man that he meets. None of that is being exposed. The only thing he's saying is he has a lover on the side, and that lover is a man, and that lover is also a known actor, and I'm going to expose all this stuff. What business is it his to put it out there? So for me, I look at that and then look at the common denominator and go, oh, he got a book coming out. Oh, that's the reason why he's talking about this. This has nothing to do with doing the right thing. Because if this was Will Smith, the monster, and he was committing crimes against people, then I'd be like, yes, Hercules, yes. Tell the truth. Expose that A. Actually, don't expose that A. But you know what I'm saying. Then it would make sense. But this is only for financial gain. So I don't believe it. I just don't. Okay. Nicole B said, he wants some clout. Yeah, that's what it feels like, man. That's what it feels like. Okay. Now we got to talk about this. Okay. We have got to talk. It's 11:11 somewhere in the world. Okay. On the East Coast, it's 11. Well, it's 11:12 now. But anyway, we got to get back into this Duane Martin part. Okay. Because I know a lot of us are wondering, what the hell is this all about? Why is this even being talked about and all that? Well, there's a little bit of backstory, and a lot of this has to do with Lisa Ray. Lisa Ray is an actress. You might have seen her in the movie The Players Club. Very talented actress, very beautiful woman. Okay. But you could clearly see this is not a woman to be messed with. Okay. She don't play. All right. Very talented. Okay. Again, very beautiful woman. But she went on to an interview a couple years back, and she talked about how much she loathes. Yes, I said it. Loathes Duane Martin because of the experience that she's had losing her husband to Mr. Duane Martin. This is a very, very interesting situation, a very, very interesting story. And again, like I said earlier, Duane Martin seems to be the steal your man type of guy. And I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because of lifestyle. Like I'm not saying like out here betwixt the sheets with the dude, but maybe sharing women with the dudes, right? With these husbands. Okay. Again, let me remind you, Tisha Campbell, Gina from Martin, was married to Duane Martin for a little while. Okay. But then they part ways. And there hasn't really been a confirmation, like a full-on verbal confirmation, but there has been conversations and signs that allude to her kind of basically saying like, yeah, he out here. Okay. That like he out here for the fellas as well. All right. I digress. Okay. We got a little bit from Lisa Ray, or a lot of bit really, but again, very talented actress, was married, okay, to, if I'm correct, the king or something like that of Turks and Caicos or something like that. She was like the first lady over there and all that. Like she was basically married into royalty. She dropped everything. She dropped her whole career so that she could be there with her husband. Okay. President. Thank you. Was there to be there to hold it down and be part of that political world. Dropped her whole career for that. And then she was, by the way, during that time, she was also on a show called All of Us. Duane Martin was on that show as well. And then somehow Duane Martin met her hubby, and ish just went crumbling down after that. So I'm going to play some snippets from this, okay? Because, fair use and all that crap. But this is insane. And of course, there's a history of Duane not being a very good man out here in these streets. Let's take a listen.
I married a playboy. I married. The problem was I married a playboy. I married what I thought was going to be a union in which it was going to be what we wanted it to be, because he did say, I want to date you within our marriage.
Okay, I don't know about you, but I do not know what that entirely means. I want to date you within our marriage. So you're telling me this is all for this is all optics. This is all optics. Let's continue.
To me, he was absolutely right, because I'm not so sure I would have stayed if we didn't do it that way. So when we got married, I had one more season of All of Us. I was going back and forth every weekend, and it was killing me.
Crazy.
Like anybody, when you start a new business or a new adventure, your focus is there. So, your other things kind of take a little bit of a back burner to things.
And I had to commit to be this newfound first lady and this new wife.
Now, let me just say this. Yeah. Okay. You got somebody who is in politics. He is up there doing his thing, running the country and everything. Yeah. Of course. You married this. You didn't only just marry this man, you also married the country too. And the responsibilities you're going to have in holding it down. And there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, they look like a very great looking couple. Look very happy, right? But things go south.
So I left my career, and I was a full-time wife and first lady in Turks and Caicos Islands.
Which is dope. Let me move forward just a little bit more.
And she had to fight a lot just to prove herself. And I don't know if it ever worked.
As my reign in being a first lady became busier and busier, and I found my position, then he was doing a lot more traveling by himself, and I was staying home, speaking at a school or having an engagement or an appearance or something.
I mean, first lady stuff. First lady stuff. And that's crazy. I mean, if you really think about it, that's what they do, right? The president is in one area while the first lady is over here, reading books to kids, at an elementary school, while the president is out here doing whatever he needs to do, his diplomatic crap. You know what I'm saying? You barely ever really see each other in a way. It's pretty crazy. Two jets are going opposite directions off into two different directions, doing what they need to do, right?
And to be quite honest, then he became friends with Duane Martin.
Okay, first off, let me just say this. Oh my Lord, this is warning. I mean, it's warning, y'all. That's warning. She just said, you ever see those VH1 behind the music movies or TV shows? And they're all sitting there going, they were at the height of their career. And then the 80s hit and everything came crashing down. You ever seen that? I feel like this is the moment. This is the VH1 behind the music moment, right? I just got so addicted to cocaine. You know what I'm saying? It's like that. This is bad. Okay, but let's play it. Like I said, this is where everything goes. Ew, just a plane crash. Okay, train Rizek. All right,
which used to be one of my friends on All of Us. And when
Used to be.
introduced them, that was one of the worst things I ever did.
Suddenly, life has new meaning to me. You know what I'm saying? Was it love at first sight? Secret lovers, yeah, that's what we are. Was it like that? Or was it an immediately high flex, funky, dope loving? Was it that too? Or was it a combination of all of that? Okay. That's what I want to know. No? Okay. Anybody? This is when it all goes crash. I feel bad for Lisa. Okay. She seemed happy as hell. They were a good looking couple. They looked like they were happy, at least on paper, at least on camera. They looked very happy. But then Duane Martin comes through and just mucks it all up.
Duane Martin, for Lisa Ray, was a nemesis that was unbelievable. And he was someone that she trusted, someone that she felt was her friend, someone she had bonded with, and none of that was true.
Ain't that something else, though? You never know somebody's dirty until they start doing you dirty. And that's the sad part about this whole thing, too.
Somehow within that relationship, I lost my husband to Duane Martin, and they became better friends than what me and my husband did. And I couldn't understand that for the love of God.
Okay, this is not the greatest photo. Okay, this is not the greatest photo. She yeah. And she said, for the life of me, it was like it was over as soon as they kind of look alike too. If you think about it, at least with the shades on, they look like like they could be twins. Look at that. Don't they look like they could be twins? Doesn't they look like they could be twins? Ain't that funny? But this is not the greatest photo. I'm just letting you know. They yeah. Was this before or after? You get what I'm saying? And who is this? Is she just some random girl, or is she a movie star? But you know what I'm saying? Like, moving on. I'm just saying.
This thing, we don't know who ain't gonna be right in our life until they ain't right.
That's so true. I'm sorry. I just said that, but yes, I couldn't agree more. You don't know who's bad until they're bad. That's what's unfortunate, okay, with this situation. And Duane came in and was Mr. Steal Your Man, okay? Just saying.
You gotta open your heart and trust people. And Lisa Ray trusted Duane. This was her brother, her best friend.
Mm-hmm.
But he went dirty on her.
Yeah, he did. Okay. See, that's the thing. All right. It's like, I don't know. How do you automatically I've always been curious about that. Like, how does one know? How does that vibe happen? You know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, we like to share women. You know what I'm saying? Like, where or share each other. I don't know what it is, but at the same time, I don't know what the dynamics are. But he has a history of doing this kind of stuff. Allegedly. All right. He out here. Okay. And he did her really, really dirty, because this is her husband. And then suddenly it was like she didn't even matter anymore. And he was out here chilling, enjoying his time with Duane. That's insane. Okay. Let's go.
He became disrespectful with introducing my husband to different women, and women that we actually knew as friends and associates.
Who does that? Who does that? Who does that? Who does that? Real talk. Who does that? Now, a real respectable individual is going to respect the sanctity of marriage that person has with their spouse, period. You're not going to sit there and go, oh, here you go, bro. Here you go, bro. She about it. Yeah, she good. She ready to go. Like, that's messed up. Even so, even if he was out here going, I just need to cheat. Dwayne, I need to cheat. Let's just say that. Dwayne is supposed to be the beacon of, what's the word? The beacon of reason. Okay? He's supposed to be the voice. That's what I meant. He's supposed to be the voice of reason and basically saying, okay, bro, sit down. Let's talk. Yo, this ain't right. You need to do the right thing. Whatever it is, be the voice of reason rather than, oh, you want her? Yeah, we got her. Come on, come through. That doesn't make sense, y'all. That's not a good friend. And this is also a coworker. This is a colleague of Lisa Ray's. That's just so sad. And whatever it was, he brought in those temptations and seduced the husband. Okay? Well, I'm sure it didn't take much seducing. Okay? Because if he was gonna be out here doing something, he was gonna be out here in these streets. He was gonna do it whether Dwayne was there or not. But at the same time, he found a partner in crime. He found a partner in crime. Okay? But this is a very bad boy. This is a very bad man. Okay? This is terrible. And Tisha Campbell was married to this guy? Sad.
In Turks and Caicos, she opened up her home to him, and he brought other women to her husband. Not a very spiritual or positive human being.
No, it's not.
Yes, you know my dirt as my brother, as my friend, but you my friend. I introduced you to him. What are you doing? I'm still kind of confused about that one. So needless to say, me and Dwayne don't with each other at all.
And I don't blame her for feeling this type of way.
Him.
Yep. I do not blame her for feeling that type of way. That would anger me to beyond. Okay. And honestly, I'd be putting man, you'd be hearing all kinds of things coming out my mouth. If I knew somebody that did me dirty like that, real talk, I would be all out talking about this. Maybe not exposing the spouse, but really exposing that friend, because a friend does not do that to another friend, especially when that friend is married. You don't sit there and be the person enticing and helping satiate those temptations that the married spouse has. You just don't do that. You are the voice of reason. You are the beacon of light towards helping that person from going out here in these streets. Let's be real. But instead, they let it be what it was. They kept doing what they did. And of course, Lisa's not with that man anymore. He met her. They got married. He met Dwayne through Lisa. And then suddenly his interest in her just averted. His sight, his gaze, okay, averted somewhere else. And that's insane. But again, this allegedly is the history that Duane Martin has. And now, when you see interviews and people talking about this stuff, and you got somebody out here going, yeah, I walked in Dwayne's dressing room and, it just looked like carnage in there. Do you believe it or not? Or do you think this is somebody who's just trying to capitalize on a BS rumor? Or sorry, not a BS rumor, because we don't know if it's true or not, but it's just a rumor. That's all it is. And now tomorrow, this interview with Tasha K is going to be out. I don't know if it's going to be only on her site or if it's going to be on YouTube, but at the end of it all, it's going to be out here. Okay? This thing is going to be out here. And you got somebody out here who is claiming, well, you see, he's been an assistant to him for a long time, but this assistant is going out of his way to try to sit here and say, oh, I'm about to expose Will Smith and and his taste in men. And I'll say this again. This is really sad because at the end of the day, it's not like he's exposing Will Smith because Will Smith was out here causing or, committing crimes. He's not. He's just living his life. And if he has an arrangement in understanding with his wife, then that's between them. She did not once talk about that at all in her book. He does not once talk at all about it in his book too. Okay? This is not a place for this guy to be out here talking this stuff, if it's true. That is not his place to speak on this stuff. It is only Will's and Will's alone. We got to be real on that, y'all. That is Will's personal information. And if this is true, and if and when he wants to put that kind of information out, he needs to do it on his own time, on his own terms, not by some disgruntled ex-employee that's trying to sell a book. And even the book sounds insane. The book is even insane. So let me look at the poll. Take a look at this poll real quick. Keep on voting, guys. Okay? Keep on voting. All right? Don't forget to hit that like button down below. Love to see it go past 400 likes. That would really, really mean a lot. Hit that like button. Hit it. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well. Let's not forget to do that. That'll be greatly, greatly appreciated. All right? Hit that subscribe button. Hit that follow button on my Facebook page, please and thank you, okay? And it's crazy because as much as I keep thinking that we done with like the Will Smith, Jada Pinkett Smith stuff, it just keeps on coming. My Lord. And now we got this dude out here saying this stuff. And also, this dude is getting dragged through the internet as well, okay? Because people are feeling some type of way about what he's been putting out here. And to me, again, this seems like a disgruntled ex-employee that feels some type of way about all this. About maybe they had a fallout and then he's like, F it, I'm about to expose that ass. Whatever it is, it's really, really messed up. Now, I'm not done yet. Okay, we ain't done yet, but I do want to share this with you guys real quick. Takes 2 seconds, okay? But I have a GoFundMe fundraiser going on right now. I'm putting together a holiday special that'll be going on in the mid of December. I would love to get some help if you guys can help out. That would really mean a lot. $1, $2, $5, $20, $50, $1,000. It doesn't matter. A little bit goes a long way, and the show is not a cheap one. So if you guys can, please go over to my GoFundMe. It is pinned at the top of the chat. Okay. It's also in the description box down below or up above, wherever you're watching this show right here. Please, if you can contribute, that would be really, really amazing. Okay. And that would really, really mean the world to me. All right. We got a big Christmas special coming together, and I'm very excited about it. But, it ain't cheap. So if you can, consider. Okay. That would be greatly appreciated. But yeah, again, hold on one second. Yeah. Let me show. Yeah. I mean, it's just crazy that he sits there. I mean, to me, this, from what I see, okay. To me, what I see, all right. I see someone that is very upset. For what reason, I don't know. Ex-lover, I don't know. A crush on Will, maybe? I don't know. but it to me, it doesn't make sense that he's out here. He's talking about his manhood. He's talking about like some weird secret society kind of thing. Like, oh, you got it. Like he even says in the trailer, oh, with Jada, you got to go through this rehab thing before you can even get into their circle. You don't even have to have any substance or, substance abuse issue or anything of that sort. You just have to go to this rehab before you can even be in their circle. Like that's crazy. Now, the thing is that I'm sure that there are some truths in the conversation. I'm sure that there are, but the stuff where he's like the bombshell stuff. Oh yeah, they were just straight destroying each other. He was just destroying Will. I don't know. To me, it sounds like he's trying to sell something. To me, it sounds like a sell, a pitch. I'm taking a page out of I'm taking a page out of Jada Pinkett Smith's book, literally, and throw in some bombshell stuff. But again, I'm sure the book is self-published. I'm sure it's just only going to be selling on Amazon or something like that. It's not like some big publishing, company took the book and now are trying to sell it. It's all independent. Because I don't think his stuff is true. I really don't. But again, I'll say this. The things with Duane Martin, they could be true. But I'd rather hear it from the horse's mouth themselves than to sit here and go, oh, since the assistant is saying it must be perfect, it must be right. What I need to know is, what is this man's real intentions on going on these interviews and talking? Just 3 weeks ago, he was on a show or on another podcast, the Comedy Hype, talking about all this stuff. So this isn't new news. He was out here talking about all this stuff. Okay. But then now he's on Tasha K, and that's another platform, and it's obviously a bigger, more controversial platform. It's definitely going to get a lot of views. It's going to break the internet. Everybody's going to be taking clips of it, snippets of it. I'm sure I'll be talking about it. Okay. But I don't know. Something about this doesn't seem right. But I will say, I feel bad for Will. In fact, I do feel bad for Jada too. I really do. But I do think that there's a lot that they put out where it kind of comes to the end of, you know what, you made the bed, you might as well lie in it or try to clean it up. Try to clean up the mess that you made, because it has been really, really messy. There has been a lot of mess out here, and they need to get this thing figured. They need to get things figured out and come clean, literally come clean with everything. But now, because of the lies, because of the things being exposed by them backtracking on information and retelling it differently and all that, it's making everybody angry. It's making everybody mad and upset. But I do feel bad for Will, because he's getting hit like left and right. One new allegation after the next. If it's not a book, it's something else. But I will say this though, real quick. The book he knew about. This was not something that just came out of nowhere. This book he knew about, y'all. We see it in that video. He's behind her as she's unboxing the book for the first time. And they're like, ooh, it's so awesome, Mom. Oh my gosh, I opened up right to the point, right to the part where you gave birth to me, Mom. Wow. All that stuff. And he's sitting there in the background going, hey, yeah. Oh, yeah, Jada. Oh, this is great, Jada. We saw all that. So he knows about the book. He allowed this ish to go down too. He did. It's trash, y'all. It's absolute trash. But hey, again, like I said, this is the bed that he made, or that they made. And I guess they're going to have to lie in it. I hope they find a way to clean it up, but I don't know anymore. Maybe we all need to start looking up to another power couple that's out here. Maybe it's time to move on. I know that's sad to say, but I don't know. How do you come back from this? From all of this? Him bumping uglies with dudes, like, okay. And it's going to be tough for him if this rumor is true. It's going to be tough for him to, do his thing, and come out of this. Pun not intended. But at the same time, I'm wondering, even after that, I mean, like I said, there's just so many things that are being put out here that, it's bad. Royal Rain just said, y'all better stop looking to these celebs and get in reality. They are nothing but people like us. You know what? You are absolutely right. And I will say this too. What's frustrating about it too is, there really isn't, we don't have old Hollywood anymore. Celebrities that we used to look up to and watch all the time, like Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith, during the time when it was old Hollywood. I call that old Hollywood. Now it's just reality TV shows. We are way too, these celebrities are way too accessible because of their social medias, their Snapchats, etc. You see what I'm saying? There's no mystery anymore, right? There's no mystery anymore. And that's a frustrating part. There's no smoke and mirrors. Everything's all up in your face all day long. And now there aren't any role models like that. A lot of them are now reality. They're all reality show characters, personalities. I mean, when was the last time? I mean, real talk, there's not a whole lot of real scripted TV anymore. It's all reality shows of people beating the crap out of each other or throwing cocktails in each other's face. Let's be real. Content has dumbed down to I think, an appalling rate. And now it's about who can get the more views and clicks and all that. I even said this on the podcast with my sister called The Real Beef with S&P. We were talking about some things yesterday. Nothing that pertains to this, but I even said then, I was like, nowadays we were talking about the Krishan beatdown, or she beat down a background singer, Tamar Braxton's background singer. Anyway, check that out if you can. The Real Beef with S&P. Me and my sister do this show together. But anyway, during that, I was sitting there saying, like, it's not even about talent anymore. It's about clicks. It's about influence. It has nothing to do with if you're even a good singer or even if you can rap. Now it's how many clicks you can get, how many views you can get. It's sad. It's frustrating because there's plenty of really, really talented singers out here that don't even get glances in their direction because they're not rocking the latest look, or they don't have this, they don't look a certain way. It's sad. It's sad. But then you got these other people like a Krishan that I feel have no talent, but are out here. They're making the big bucks. They're making the monies. But they don't have one drop of talent in their body. But they got the influence, so everybody and their mama wants to be standing right next to them. And then they say, oh, that's the epitome. You know what I'm saying. That is like the full encapsulation of what hip hop is about to be. Please no. Or that's what talent is. No, it's not. You got a person who drinks way too much, does way too many other chemicals, right? And then goes out here and acts a fool, and the next you know, it's a headline. What happened to class? What happened to class, y'all? Again, it's about influence over talent now, rather than talent over influence. Because I feel like if it's talent, people will actually eat that stuff up And then the influence will come with that because they're now consuming and watching your stuff, right? And I think that there's other content creators, and this is beyond just hip hop. It's beyond just music. It's people out here that are making content like shows like this, right? That have talent, that are very good at what they do, but get minimal the amount of views. But then somebody else who has the influence because they're either willing to say the craziest stuff or get the craziest interviews, right? The craziest people on their show, that brings the views, and next you know, they become celebrity rather than the talent, the people who put in the tireless hours and effort to get even one view don't even get one shot at the light, at that spotlight. It's frustrating, but it's true. It's very, very true. But we live in a weird, wild world. All right. Just the guy, you're right. The world does love ratchetness. They do. They consume it like ravenous dogs. And then it's, what's the next salacious thing? What's the next bombshell thing? When is Krishan gonna throw them hands again, or them feet? So we got another headline, so we can all go, oh my word. It's sad, y'all. It's really, really sad. Let me close this poll really quick. So 380 votes, not too bad. Okay, not too bad at all. Not too bad at all. 57% of y'all believe Brother Bilaal's claims about Will Smith. Wow. Okay. That's what's up. Now, I will say this. I don't believe it. I don't. But I do think that but I will say, I will leave some wiggle room. There is truth within those things. Like, there is room for truths within the exaggerations of things. Okay. Maybe it wasn't the, out here raw dogging, right? Getting caught, just destroying each other. Just Will getting destroyed, right? Maybe there is truth in that, but maybe it's just they were caught kissing. They were caught holding hands. Maybe they were caught in a warm embrace. You never know. But then it exaggerates. It becomes the big fish story. Instead of, oh, I caught a fish this big, it turns into, I caught a fish this big. It could be that. Could be that exaggeration of that. But then again, I still wonder, I'm side-eyeing this mother lover like a mother lover. Okay? Because I don't know how much of that is entirely true. Swan just said dry humping. I mean, yeah, maybe it was. Maybe it was just straight up dry. But how do you dry humping? That is so old school. Wow, that's a throwback, y'all. That is a throwback. But maybe, you never know. But like I said, I want to hear from the horse's mouth. I want to hear from Will Smith, but he's not going to tell us that stuff. Nah, he ain't. He never will. He never will. And when he does, if he does, I would be shocked. I would be absolutely, my mind will be blown. My wig will be blown back. Okay, boom. What? But Tasha K's interview is coming out tomorrow, allegedly. I don't know if it's going to be on her YouTube channel or if it's going to be behind her paywall on her website. I probably think it's going to be on her paywall first because she needs to make that monies. Okay, but when it does happen, she gonna break the internet because for a fact people are going to steal clips and snippets of it and put it out and talk about it and react and all that. So wait till tomorrow when it comes out. Tomorrow night, I think it comes out, and it'll be definitely, I feel it'll be worth the listen to at least. Okay. Talvish just said Will got the Fresh Prince Bel aired. Oh my God. Oh my God. Anyway, guys, that is the show. I appreciate y'all. Will Smith got the Fresh Prince Bel aired. I'm done. What Duane Martin definitely went above the rim. Something like that. Anyway, guys, I appreciate you guys for being here. You guys are amazing. Okay. Let me read that really quick. T said, too much information. Why is he spilling his guts now? This is so distasteful, to say the least. I wish people will tend to their own gardens before trying to tend others. Man, thank you. Exactly. I just said in very layman's terms, but yeah, that if this is true, this is Will Smith's business. It's not Bilal's. Who said it was his business to put his stuff out here, y'all? I'm just saying, damn. All right. Again, really quick, guys, don't forget, if you guys can, that'd be greatly appreciated. I'm working hard out here. I'm working on a holiday special. If you can, please go over. The link is pinned to the top of the chat over there. It's in the description box down below. Please support if you can. Okay. Like I said, a little bit goes a long way, and a lot of it goes a very long way. So please go in there, hit the link, and contribute if you can. It's going to be a big old holiday special. It's going to be amazing. And I can't wait to share everything with you guys. Okay. But anyway, guys, it is time to get going. I appreciate all y'all for being here. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys being here for the conversation, because I know a lot of times we're doing a lot of left turns on this show. One day it's true crime, one day it's pop culture. But hey, I appreciate you guys being so malleable, so flexible, willing to just ride this train with me. It's crazy, and train is not the best word to use when in regards to this conversation. But I appreciate you guys for being here and being a part of this crazy wild ride. Even ride doesn't sound right. But I appreciate you guys. Okay, you guys are amazing. Have a great rest of your day. We're gonna have some pop-up videos, so be on the lookout for it. Okay, before we get going, do not forget to hit that like button down below. Again, hit that subscribe button. Also hit that notification bell so you know whenever I go live. If you have your notification bell on, turn it off and turn it back on and set it to all so that you know when I go live, whenever I upload, because it is random. If you're watching on Facebook, hit that follow button. Hit that notification bell as well so that you know when I go live and when I upload as well, because it be random as well. Okay? I appreciate all y'all. You guys are amazing. It is time to get going. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. And I'll see you guys in the next video. This is the Pascal Show. Bye.